We are moving. We are good. Awesome. Can everyone hear me? Can I get some 369s in the chat? Port favor. Dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cool, 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 cool. Awesome. Let me turn my camera on here. Got awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. Let's get started, guys. As you all know, I love introducing calls. I love starting off calls just in a different mindset. I think a lot of people are in a position where they don't have an outlet. A lot of people don't have an outlet to just growth. A lot of us have different financial situations, different family situations, different things that are going on that keep us distracted. And why I love these webinars, it's not only because the value that's provided, obviously, like that's extremely important. It's a place for people to share their knowledge, show what they've been able to learn, and just give people as much information as possible. But I think really because it becomes a place where people are able to envision themselves somewhere else, right? It becomes a place where people feel safe. It becomes a place where, people can get themselves out of their current, situation that they're in and place themselves mentally in the situation that they know they're going to be in. And so with just that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this recording. And I want everyone just to drop what they're grateful for, right? Whether it's your health, it's your business, whether your business is doing good or your business is doing bad. It's your trading account, whether you took a couple L's this week or you've been clapping the charts this week. If it's your family, if it's your, if it's your living situation, if the ability to travel, if it's being able to go to the gym, if it's, even being able to see, being able to hear, being able to speak, being able to breathe, being able to walk, being able to use your hands and your feet, being able to eat, being able to, whatever it may be. I want you guys to just drop those things because I personally feel, and this is how I feel, just speaking those things out loud and looking down at the chat, I already feel, even though I'm whispering a little bit and I don't have my normal energy that I normally have, I feel myself higher, right? I feel myself at a different frequency. I feel awake. I feel alive. I feel grateful. I feel things because I'm just pushing out what I'm grateful for. And I want to continue to have a space where we're just grateful, we're living in abundance, and we're in the mindset of just that completely. So as you guys know, this is a place to receive information. And if information is displayed here, but it's not received, action will never be taken on it. So I want every single one of you to type in the chat, I am ready to receive, right? I am ready to receive. I am ready to apply. I am ready to make shit happen. If you want to type the third one 3 times, do that one because that one's my favorite. I'm ready to make shit happen. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to apply. I'm ready to go. Whatever. Let's do it. So this individual really doesn't need an introduction. A lot of you have been working with him over the past couple of weeks. Jared is someone that I've been able to get to know extremely personally, working as one of the amazing creative directors that we have as part of the squad alongside. We got Kevin, we got Sheila, absolutely just killing it. I have some special announcements later. I'm not going to announce it completely. It's just going to be a little bit of a tease, but there's some amazing individuals. And Jared has been someone that has been extremely consistent, putting the extra work in, willing to take criticism and actually taking action off of that. And I'm super excited because this really just not only shows the depth of leadership that we have in QC, but just shows how knowledgeable and how much value that we have as individuals. And Jared's been able to do amazing things, not only within this group, but within his professional career while in school, for his business, helping other people outside of this business. And I really think Jared is going to become a name that's extremely well known, not only for, the flyers, but for creative design, for helping people, for building a business, for really just being him, right? Being Jared Klein. And I think that's the most important thing here is how can we build our personal brand? And I don't think there's anyone better than someone who's actually helping people do exactly that. I think once we realize that, and I'm not here to steal the show, so I'm not going to, drop too much value, but give me a second here, Jared. I'm sorry. I know you want to go, bro. I know, but I think when we begin to understand that, people buy you. No one cares about the business. No one cares about the skill set. I'm being honest with you. People care about you. They get excited about the business. They get excited about a skill set. They get excited about their future because of you, right? Everyone knows about investing. Everyone knows about business. Everyone knows there's God's highest form of creation. Everyone knows there's opportunity out there. They know those things. How come they're not doing it? You are the person that created that excitement, that helped them make the decision, gave them the decision to move forward. And building your personal brand, building and pushing out value of who you are as an individual and what you can help people do is so important. And so if you can understand this information, take this information and go out there and do it, you're going to begin to see people flocking to you. You're going to begin to see people commenting on your posts, asking you questions, asking for advice. I get people all the time just asking for advice, or reaching out to me and being grateful for the content I post, or the things, the inspiration I give, right? I'm building my personal brand. It's not always me getting someone to sign up. It's me, having eyes, pretty much getting people's eyes on me for the future, right? Because you got to remember, it's not just I am, right? You need 7 sources of income, right? So what are you going to be doing? Who are you connecting with? What does your network look like? And your personal brand is what people view you as, and I think that's one of the coolest things about social media is you can be in your current situation, right? Dead broke, living in your mom's basement, no success in school, career going nowhere, right? Look, bottom of the rocks right now, right? But your social media, your brand is what allows people to see your vision and where you're going. And so I'm super excited for this call. Jared, I really prefaced it a lot, man. I really gave you some work to do here on some importance of this. So with that being said, I'm going to unmute myself, guys. Make sure you keep your cameras on. I'm going to be working on a couple things while this is going on. Make sure you keep your cameras on. Make sure you show some love. Drop some 7s in the chat. Jared, it's your turn, my man.
Awesome. I got to be honest right off the bat. Tim kind of just laid it all on us. You know how Tim does it. We're all very accustomed to how Tim does it. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate you, Tim. Obviously I got to throw it back to Tim. I mean, if I don't throw it back to Tim, where's the justice? We all know what Tim does for all of us, but I really appreciate it, and I'm very humbled that I'm able to work with him, especially with our brand, because obviously he had a vision along with Mike. They both had a vision of really having a structured brand, and they were very open to accepting my request to, I guess, work with them on this, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity that he has given me and that Mike has given me. But Tim in specific, he's really opened his arms for my personal growth as a graphic designer, and obviously answering a lot of questions that I have had about graphic design, about my I guess future career path, especially within Forex and network marketing. But design is something I'm super passionate about, and it's like the things that he's responded with to my questions have really opened my mind to a lot of things business wise that I really haven't considered yet. I'm kind of that guy that's really jump in and let's get fucking going type of shit. And I don't really consider a lot of stuff that could make or break or really stunt the growth that I am expecting to have. But yeah, Tim, obviously really appreciate you, man. I can't say enough about you. Very transparent with me, which I value a lot. But yeah, thank you. So yeah, obviously this call, if I'm able to share my screen, I should be able to. Let's go here. As you can see, it says branding yourself for dummies. So basically, this call is obviously going to be tailored to what we do. So the emphasis of this is going to be social media, like Tim kind of prefaced. Your social media, especially to people that you co-market to or people that are your old friends. It's what they see that really speaks for yourself and speaks for your full personality. I value social media so much because a lot of the people, especially when we're as busy as we are, a lot of the people that we're going to meet and interact with is through social media. So why not have a place to kind of express, kind of have a medium to express who you are without personally going up and talking to someone. But the things I'm going to be talking about within this, I'll do a little intro, emphasis on visuals, personal brand visuals, emphasis on consistency, and branding in itself, and its whole importance to branding, whether it be graphically or whether it be, just kind of like a theme or really how you, I guess, branding in a sense, like how our personalities is pretty much a branding of us. So I guess in that sense as well. One thing I kind of want to say that I've really noticed with a couple of my buddies is they say they have a personal brand, but all they all they have that's decently consistent in their bio. Personal brand is more than what you put in your bio, with adequate effort and and commitment towards who you are and really being true to yourself and kind of showing what you do and why you do it. Obviously, we say that so many times. That is your personal brand. Just because you got Forex trader and quantum creator in your bio does it really show it? Are you really a Forex trader and quantum creator? Are you really showing it? But yeah. So yeah, let's move on here. So basically, what is branding and what is a brand in whole? This is something that really I had to dig deep for when I started my whole graphic design career, and especially diving more into social media, and really kind of signifying all in all what really is a brand. So basically, the branding is the promotion of a particular product or company by means of advertising and distinctive design. So I've highlighted distinctive design in there. Because basically this definition, I got it off of Google because I kind of just searched it. Distinctive design is the thing that I'm really pulling out. Obviously product, that's the other thing I'm pulling out. But distinctive design, really like what's going to set you apart and what's going to grab eyes. So yeah, the definition of brand, I kind of solidified the definition I had on Google. Brand is an identifying mark, or I guess overarching theme. And like I have here, the product in the first definition is you. You are marketing yourself, especially when no one really knows what you do. You're marketing yourself. You're marketing what you do through visuals and through Instagram Live, through videos, through IGTV. It's all a process. It's all a process. So basically, I have down here. Think about your personal brand like you are advertising a Pepsi can. Like in the commercials, really represent yourself to that fullest extent. Learn how to, edit photos to make sure it's like super crisp, or just take super crisp photos. Kind of questions to ask yourself: what makes people buy that Pepsi can, and what makes people choose Coke over Pepsi, or in vice versa? What makes people choose Pepsi over Coke? Obviously, in this essence, there's a taste, and there's obviously a brand appeal, because Coke and Pepsi are two. Even though they're very similar, they have two very different brand motives in essence. You guys have seen, if you guys watch the Super Bowl, Pepsi branded the Super Bowl halftime show and pretty much the whole Super Bowl. And you're not seeing Coke do that. Obviously, Pepsi has a different reach and a different audience. So here, let's move on here. So why a personal brand? Obviously, I've kind of reiterated this over and over already, I feel, but tailoring it to what we do. Like I said, social media is the first impression of who we are. If no one knows you now in this time frame, they're going to be going to your social media, which in an essence, social media is kind of a bad thing, because if you want them to know who you are, social media has a very, very disconnected kind of physical aspect to it, other than basically you touching the screen on your phone. But there's no way for them to truly know who you are. So representing it to the best of your ability through social media kind of gives them a better way to really get a grasp on what kind of person you are. Also, it determines reputability and trust within everything. If I like transparency, so being transparent is something that are in my posts, and I post a lot about. So yeah. Obviously, through different visuals and stuff, it shows you care about what you do, because what you have on your social media is going to be about what you do. So it's going to show that you love what you do. It's going to show that you're committed to what you do. And it's also going to show that you value your visual representation. Obviously, when I treat it, to be honest, I don't put like me wearing shitty clothes, or like I make sure I have a presentable, like something let's say I'm going to meet someone for the first time. I want to have something there that's going to make me look presentable, not have, dirty fucking clothes on and not look like I know how to like clean myself, basically. That's something that I value as well. So visual representation is a big thing. I guess all in all, in essence, it could show why you do or what you do. So in essence, like with us, we like traveling, and we have a big emphasis on family. So like I said, traveling and family photos. Obviously, if you're traveling, because in our case, Forex, opportunities to really have financial freedom, we're going to be traveling. So obviously you're probably going to have traveling on there because it's something you value. It's something that your, I guess in essence, career in Forex or in network marketing is going to allow you to do those things. And there, so I just put some screenshot examples of what my kind of, I guess, top section of my Instagram profiles. My top one's obviously my personal, but on my bottom was my graphic design one. I have kind of basically where I'm laid out as, you know, all the main bio information. So making your personal brand. For me, obviously I had some aid as a graphic designer for 8 years now. So I kind of have a decent grasp. I like to think I have a decent grasp on what a brand itself is. But it's always the hardest part to brand yourself. That is something that you're going to, you know, because you like, even though we know what we want, we don't really like graphically or really like what we truly stand for. That's something tough to come to as a whole. So basically I wrote down kind of specific, and not really specific, but overarching stuff. Find yourself. That's basically what has helped me. Who I really am and what I really care about. Those are the two things that made it a little bit easier for me to establish something like a personal brand. And obviously adequately representing yourself through visuals, through captions, and in our case, providing value, because that's a huge thing that we really value ourselves, is providing value to other people and really showing why we do is something we truly care about, you know. And obviously helping other people realize things and have breakthroughs as well. That's obviously something we really care about too. And this is something that's more an essence of cold marketing. I wrote down, find a niche market where you can fit into, and highlighted very justifiably being able to connect with the people you find. So obviously when you're cold marketing, you kind of have an essence of who you're attracted to, who you will be messaging, based on the way you go through their profiles. So if you find someone that let's say, so now if you look at my Instagram profile, I'm like into in my bio it says I'm into soccer, I'm into sports. Okay, so number one, I'm into sports. Obviously I'm into entrepreneurship, and I'm into providing value, and I'm into transparency. So I kind of have a very broad audience that I can in a market that I can pick from, that the people that I'm going to throw my messages out to, or you know, the people who I see that could benefit from this, or the people that I see that I truly want to meet, they're going to also be able to connect with me. I'm not going to message someone that's into Care Bears, because I have no fucking idea what the hell Care Bears are, and we're going to have some disconnect. So identifying people that have the same likes and dislikes, it's just like finding friends. Identifying people that have the same likes and dislikes and qualities as you is obviously a big way to have that connection, have that early connection, and have that easy understanding when you're talking about certain things. So yeah. So I guess all in all, with the whole social media essence, is staying fucking consistent. This is something that I've really drove into my head. I'm focusing on posting 2 times a week. It's going to be Wednesday, Friday. I personally set up a schedule for that, so I don't miss those days. And obviously managing a social media, rather it be something as simple as having a post with words in there. It doesn't, you know, if that's something that's like one of your posts, who cares? It's a post, you know. If you put value behind it and you really attribute some drive towards that kind of post, go for it. Like I have a post that I'm actually going to be posting on Friday, but I posted it last week. It was of Gary Vee. It was like a quote. I started a little kind of series every third post. It's something that I grab motivation from, and that there's no picture of me. It's just the last one was a straight picture of Gary Vee and a quote he said, and then I put a caption underneath it. So it doesn't always have to be of you. Where I kind of got that inspo from is from, Jesus Christ, I can't. Jason Brown. Jesus, that was horrible. He, for a while back probably a couple months ago, he was posting stuff that just had text. And I was like, shit, like he doesn't even have any images of him. You know, he's not in this, but you know, the things he values is in this. But yeah. So I guess that was kind of a rant going on consistency. But going down the list, so marketing your business. John Cuevas actually told this to me. He's starting a tribute, kind of it's unconsciously, or whatever. I'm kind of confusing my words, but he's including his business in the day-to-day conversations that he's having. He also told me, and I'm thinking this as well, doing it without thinking about it is you'll find your true commitment. If you're mentioning your business in every single goddamn conversation that you're having with random people, you're truly committed, because that's a part of you, and your business is starting to truly be something you care about. But yeah, include your business in day-to-day conversation. So for me, obviously I like talking about graphics and Forex and in network marketing. Those are two very big things that I value. So I've been obviously doing designing a little bit longer. So being able to add designing into a conversation is pretty easy for me. It's tougher to unconsciously, that's the wrong word, subconsciously mentioning Forex and network marketing in conversations, because it's, to be honest, it's something that I'm just now realizing the true commitment, and I haven't had that true commitment for a long enough time for me to be able to do that. But it's something that's always in the back of my head that I'm making sure I'm doing. Obviously, you can get better at these. Secondly, always reach out and be in search of business opportunities. I put, who doesn't like money? If you see a business opportunity, fucking hop on that shit. We say this all the time, money producing activities. Like when we prospect, when we hop on go lives, when we hop on mentorship calls, that type of stuff, but attribute it. For me, for instance, for graphic design, I am reaching out and marketing myself to possible businesses that are in need of graphics, or that are in need of a freelance graphic designer. I'm at my job. I currently work at a copy. It's called Copy Center, but it's basically a print shop. And right now, what I do is I pretty much, it's awful. I got hired on as a graphic designer, and I haven't done one thing. Actually, psych, I put type for a little pamphlet for a wedding. That's literally the only thing. It was white sheet and it was black type. That's all I've done. So now I'm starting to, when there's a new project, I go, hey boss, her name is Shelly. I go, hey Shelly, would you mind like me hopping in on some of this creative process? Maybe, I know I haven't done this much, and I really haven't had a chance to truly prove myself yet, because I haven't really had anything assigned to me. So I'm reaching out, doing that more work, and who knows, if someone needs, let's say I do work for a company that's a client for the people I work for, and they had some business problems with my boss, for instance, with her designing it. They'll remember me designing something, and they'll come to me possibly. You never really know. You never really know who's going to reach out to you. So kind of developing those kind of habits of reaching out and not being afraid of searching for possible business opportunities, and sticking your head in something that you're interested in just because someone else is kind of, limiting you, or whatever that may be. That's something I truly value. Lastly, this is something I'm big into now, especially with London and New York coming up. Invest into your business. Personally, for me, the top one and the bottom one, the first and third, are 1 and 2 for where I'm at right now with my business. Business cards, big thing. For London and for New York, I'm literally, I've already gotten business cards done. They're currently sitting at work because they just got done. But I'm getting business cards for myself because I'm just going to be shoveling them out. I'm talking to everyone. Who knows what's going to come of it. Graphic opportunities, always putting into my business, and extra time. All of us on here, very familiar with putting in the extra time, early and late hours. Whether, if you need your sleep, okay, go to bed, 10 o'clock, wake up at 6, grind before class, grind before you got to go to work, or, stay up, London session, whatever. Then you get up a little bit later, or, you're crazy and you're getting 4 hours of sleep, because I can't do that. I won't be able to do that. But yeah, obviously dedicating that extra time to your craft is obviously something good. And I guess in the whole social media case, investing into graphics, obviously it doesn't have to be me. You can view this as a shameless plug. I mean, yeah, if you want to reach out to me, you can. I'm totally open to working for you. But whether it's there's like apps online that you can, hop in and make like it's just a graphic generator or something that do that. Like if there's a paid subscription and you realize that application does some good work for you, there you go. That's something that you can invest in that'll help your visual representation on your social media and your communication a little bit better. Johnny says, building a schedule you are consistent with, hard task, but so important. Yes, Johnny, 100%. So here, I guess this is the last slide on this whole spiel. I might have gone through this a little bit quicker. So if I need to go back to any other slides and explain something more, don't be afraid to ask in the chat. But this is something that I'm big with. I said this last week a couple of times on calls. I know I said this on Nancy and Mondo's call. I remember it. We were talking about edification and kind of went off tangent off the subject, but we were all talking about cold marketing and prospects on Instagram. And I said, I know if we sit here on this call and after this, we're just going to leave this call. I said, we should all set out something, message 10 people after this, do it now, because later you're not going to remember it. So this is something I'm really starting to value. It's action starts now, not later. So you think of something, especially if it's a note or something, you got a supercomputer in your hands, in your pocket that we all use every day. Write a note down so you don't forget it. Let's say something with me, like I talk about, just like I talk a lot about with the people I work with, within our company, is just prospecting and stuff. Like in the past, it was hard to me to set aside some time to prospect, but now, bang, I do it right away Monday. I search on Instagram, I do it right away Monday for that start of the week, and then I can be talking with them throughout the week. Obviously with graphics, it's huge for me because let's say, like for instance, there's a new rank up. Sometimes I'm in class, yeah, but if I'm sitting at my computer, I'm doing it now, so it doesn't slide under the rug. And I forget about it, and then someone's super important situation of ranking up, I know we all want to be there. Obviously we're all going to the next rank. It's something that, like, especially if it's something small, just write, like I said, writing a little note in your phone, or just like going out and getting a list of possible people to contact. It's something that, like, you think about it now, just do it now. You'll make time for something that means a lot for you. That's something that I stick with as well. But yeah, so currently this is the end of this presentation. If anyone has any questions, I might go on a little bit more about this, if some ideas, but if anyone has a question or a slide that I need to go back to that I didn't really explain to the fullest of my extent or the fullest of your extent, I'm completely open to going back and, going over things that if you guys need. I don't really see any questions hopping in here. So Tim says, yes, please ask some questions. Yes, if you have questions. Questions are everything. Questions are everything. Josh, that means you too. If you got a question, bro, I will answer it. So I guess we'll just sit here and wait for questions.
It's like overall showing somebody like what you stand for. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, are you talking like without having like a logo or something?
Yeah. Like, how does somebody identify you as a brand? Like, how do they think, oh, Jared, and they're like, when they think of you, oh, this or oh, that, without like having a logo on everything? Or like, how do you display your brand?
I guess I can go back to like.
Or you. Like, how do you display you as the brand?
How do I display? I guess like it's more. I feel like it's just continually about like how consistent you are, and like it's more about like like the visual consistency helps a lot. Let's say you have consistent like color correction on your photos or something. That helps a lot. The content that you're posting about helps a lot, because then you're driving into one or two things or something. For example, you have consistent content, you have consistent visuals. I feel like I can't stress enough about consistency. Especially if you don't really have like a company, for example, they obviously have a logo and they have like a color scheme and everything. That's super easily identifiable. But yeah, I guess in this case, it's more about, yeah, Melanie said, based on the value you bring out to the market. Exactly. So yeah, the content and the consistency are probably two big things, visually and like time frame when you're posting. I know you post a lot on Instagram as well, so you got that down. Your consistency's down with that. I get like, I would say, yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of going in loops here. The content and the consistency, both visually and timing out of posts, I would say. Does that
Okay.
answer your question pretty decently?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
awesome.
you.
No problem. There was another question in here. What do you use to Photoshop my flyers? I use Photoshop itself. I guess I don't. Yeah, I mean, there are flyer, like, I know Brady uses one. I think there are like flyer generators online. I know you could talk to, I don't know the name of it. I know Brady knows it for sure because he used it for some of the Milwaukee Trade House stuff back in the day. But yeah, he knows that. So I guess, what's the best way to promote online business when getting asked? When getting asked about your business? I guess just, I mean, we all say, tell them why you do, not what you do. Or tell them why you do what you do, not blatantly what you do. I guess that's not really a – I think that answered it, right? What's the best way? Yeah, that answered it. Let's see. There's 3 more. Yeah, Canva.com. That I forgot about that. I would say jot down the things that you say, and then make sure those aspects of your life are being portrayed on your page. Yeah, 100%. Sheila, I completely agree with that. Always start with why. What do you mean? They're asking, what can you do for me? Yeah, I have a question. Can you unmute me, please? Tyler. Tim has control over this, so if he doesn't unmute you, it might be a little awkward. Tyler, you might want to just type it. Tim. Oh, never mind.
Pedro, actually.
What's up? What's
up, Jared, bro? Thank you so much for the call, bro. You're a savage. This was amazing, bro. Thank you so much for sharing your value. My question is just, bro, like, you follow me. I'm kind of wild, There's so much things that I'm trying to, like, give to people and, like, share my point of view and, like, conspiracy theories with, like, health, with, like, everything, like happiness. Fuck. I'm not fucking trying to. I got you. And so I am spreading out, and then, like, I just want to share to people, but sometimes it's so much that they get, like, kind of, like, lost, or like, bro, like, or maybe this guy talks too much. Like, what would you say would be a good way for me to, like, just focus, like organize, like, make a limit of posts per day? Like, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay,
Tim,
so
I got you, bro.
Gary V actually talks about this all the time. Honestly, if you're posting 6 fucking things a day, who cares? Like, as long as you got value behind it, it's shit that you want to talk about, go for it. It's stuff that you really care about. Who cares? You're posting so much. The Instagram algorithm's fucked. So probably the more you post, the more traction you'll get on social media. But I guess to kind of answer your question about you, like, kind of dragging things on, or people saying you talk too much, I would say 100% organization. You touched on that. Something for me is I write down, like, one topic. Let's say you're doing an Instagram live or an IGTV or just a 1-minute video that you're going to post on your profile. I would say just have a topic you want to touch on. If it's tough for you to kind of restrain yourself from going off, because I know we've all been there, write down a list of certain things that you want to touch on within that video, and kind of, I mean, if you have to, test record it. I mean, I've done that sometimes, is just test record the video maybe. But yeah, I would say write down, let's say this video is going to be about fucking being positive. Write down a couple bullet points about being positive, and in your video, touch on them. So then that, where your restraints are. Obviously you can fucking being positive. Yes. Where your restraints are, and then you'll be able to touch on the things that you want to touch on without just completely going off and rambling on, you feel me? Yeah. Okay, perfect. How often do you post on your story, and where do you look for prospects on Instagram? Oh geez, this is kind of going. How often do I post on my story? Basically anything that I care about, you guys see me repost it. Like, let's say there's something about the U.S. men's national team, LAFC, Man City, the fucking Packers. A post that one of us have, like, or like a post that like so that grabs my attention. like fucking basically anything Forex. I know I've reposted a lot. I pretty much repost a lot of your guys' stuff on my story if it's got a bomb ass fucking caption, and I know the people that follow me are gonna like it. But to be honest, like I post on my story all the time. Yeah, Johnny kind of answered it. Hashtags, locations, comments. Yeah, 100%. I personally, I know I'm like Josh and I are building out here in Point. So personally, I just use the university location, some bar locations, and Stevens Point itself, and sometimes Wisconsin. We should all save each other's posts, right? Does that help the algo? I know fucking nothing about the algorithm on Instagram. I think Kevin's more of a yeah. Okay, Tim said yes, it does. Comments are key as well. But yeah, I would say literally repost or post anything that you think fucking slaps and post it on your story. That's, to be honest, like I think that's what I do. I mean, I get pretty decent engagement on my story, 150 to 250 every time I post a story, so it's not bad. Tim, is there something you wanted to touch on?
I'll touch on it when I speak at the end. You're good. Keep going, my man. You're killing it.
Johnny says, unmute me.
Yo. What's going on?
Johnny, dog.
I guess something that I kind of noticed is recently when I posted a video, a personal video with my face in it. I know it's kind of hypocritical. I don't actually have my camera on right now. I could do that. I should totally have that. But anyways, I think one of the biggest things for me was just like, if you consistently have like something with your face on it, I don't know, people just love to see your face. Like it doesn't even matter what you are talking about, literally. But I guess something too, like I've been consistently posting stuff about events, about trading and different things like that. Nobody cares about that stuff. You see the same people seeing your things all the time. But then when you put your face out there, people swipe up. People hit you up and they're like, hey, I saw a video. But they never say, hey, I saw the flyer for the event. Nobody else says that. You know, they always just say, hey, I saw that video that you were in. And I just posted an intro to Forex video, and this was just most recently. You know, typically speaking, this is boring information for some people. Nobody wants to sit on a video and listen to. I mean, they should because they should know what's actually good for them, right? But I made it a little bit fun. You know, if you've seen it, you obviously laughed, right? It was a funny video, but it was still very educational. And dude, I'm serious, guys. I got like 40 people in my DMs. I got like, I'm ready. Yo, that's awesome. I want more information. I'm like, whoa, I can't even get on that many calls. So what I started doing, I just started sending videos. Yo, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Get back to me tomorrow. We'll schedule a 3-way close. And then now Mike's like, dude, you gotta like, his phone's going, voo, 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 voo. It's not even the Telegram. It's me. It's like, dude, I got so many freaking people coming in my inbox that I just need to connect them. Because at this point, it's too much. And that's a good problem to have. That's a great problem to have because I got so many people flowing through my account now. I think I've gotten like over 100 followers in like the past few days just because of that. People have been
Oh no, we're losing Johnny. Yes, Nancy, they did get up. He's gone. Johnny, you there? Too much fire. To kind of continue with Johnny, I was saying it's because that lack of physical connection. When someone sees your face, you know, there's more personal connection with that. So that's what I would say helps that a lot. I feel like that goes hand in hand right there. If anyone else has any other questions, I mean, it still says Johnny's connecting, but there's no video and he's frozen. So if anyone else has any more questions, hit me now or hit us now. Anyone can answer them. And then if not, Tim is going to touch on something, and then we got announcements after this as well. And we have Hector's call at 9, so that's going to be awesome. So, yo, if we don't get 50 on this call, we better get 50 on fucking Hector's call.
Yo, Cody, finish us off with one more question, bro. Then we're gonna switch it up.
All right. So, I just started doing Instagram lives, and I was wondering, like, because my idea on it was like keeping it to a specific topic, like a topic of purpose, or keeping it to a specific topic. And I just did my first one yesterday with a buddy of mine, and we went on for 42 minutes, and I think that was way too much. Like, way too much. Obviously we covered a lot of things in that call, but for at least what I'm thinking, like, Jared, I want to know what you think. Like, should I just keep it to about like maybe 5 minutes at the most, maybe a little bit longer, or what do you think?
Shit.
Hey, Jared, I have the answer to this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Basically, the answer to this one. Then I'll go ahead and jump in here. 90% of all people that view any Facebook Live or Instagram Live do it after it's been posted. So let's say you have 15 or 10 people who are watching the live, there's going to be 60 people that are going to watch the recording, right? So anytime you start a live, don't say, hey guys, just playing some music, waiting for some people to get started. Get started immediately. You don't care about who's on the webinar live. You care about who's on the webinar after it's done, right? So, and keep it super short and super sweet. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all you have to do. 5-10 minutes. I mean, if you go long, it's okay. But remember, most people are only probably going to watch the first 60 seconds, 2 minutes, and then they're going to either skip through or they're just not going to watch it at all. So if you don't drag the attention immediately, like the first 5 seconds, if there is no attention grabbing moment, they're not going to listen. That's why it's like, say you live in a very scenic area, right? Let's say Nancy's about to do, say Nancy's in Colombia, right? And she's about to do Instagram Live. She should start the Instagram Live facing something scenic. So people are like, oh shit, what the fuck? Their eyes are now attached. That's why people are addicted to TikTok. That's why they're addicted to Instagram, to Facebook. Do you guys know who created the scroll up button? Like on Facebook, when you scroll up, like you push your screen down and it loads. The same person that made the slot machine. We are addicted to something new. How come we go back and forth between an empty fridge and an empty pantry, and we still think there's going to be new food the second time we go back? It's an addiction to the possibility of something new, right? So if you don't have, and this is why the videos that we like the most, right? This is why attraction marketing is so powerful, especially the video format, is because you'll see in a lot of sexy videos or videos you like, the scene changes every couple of seconds. It's like, oh, we're looking at the money, boom, new thing. Oh, boom, new thing. Oh, flash card, boom, oh, new thing, right? That's what our mind needs, because we've literally been wired and programmed to be fucking crackheads. So, like, it's literally just the truth. So it's okay to keep it short. Short and sweet is what's going to attract people. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in here. And first off, Jared, guys, please just drop some sevens in the chat for Jared. And I think that call was even cool for me. I really freaking enjoyed it, because it just shows you how much information there is out there. And I think one thing I always get excited about is that I'm always a student, and there's literally so much to learn and so many people to learn from. It blows my freaking mind, literally blows my freaking mind on how much information there is regarding business, regarding trading, regarding life. It's like, we're never going to know. We're never going to know everything. And that's the fun part of this, is that we're in this process of just learning and growing and becoming better. And so I took some quick notes of things I want to touch on really quick off that. And I'm going to end this call in about 5 to 6 minutes. So I have to go through this really, 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 really quick, guys. Okay, so number one, the QC chat should always be used as an informational hub, right? I saw people ask, okay, what should I use for Photoshop, or where should I go for this? Guys, don't wait for the freaking webinar. The Telegram is literally your unlimited resource of information. There should never not be conversation in there.
There should never not be learning, never not personal development, never not be voice messages, never not be rank ups, never not be new people. It should always be freaking moving. Let's look right now. Someone new's about to get started. There should be 100 freaking welcomes in there when someone gets started. That Telegram is meant to be a place of pure activity and growth, right? That's number one. Like, honestly, take that to the bank. That's gonna help you out. Number two, they talked about, people buy your why. They don't buy what, right? They buy the who and they buy the why. I literally just sent, during this call, and I don't recommend doing this person I've just been blowing off for literally weeks, I sent a 5-minute voice message of my story and why I chose entrepreneurship instead of working with my family. I literally, after did that, and then I edified Nancy. Nancy, by the way, you're going to be putting a group chat soon, right? To do an op call with someone that I was a childhood friend with, right? She's like, I have a baby. I just bought a house. I'm a social worker. Life is great, but I've been watching you for literally over a year. And I don't care what it is you're doing. I need to know because I want to do it. Like, I didn't even tell her what I did. She's literally been begging me for months. Like, I swear to God, like, if y'all have seen my Instagram, I'm the fucking worst. She has been begging and begging, and I still won't tell her what I do. I just told her why I did it. I'll tell her what I do on the call, right? And she's literally going to, and she's probably going to watch this recording at some point. She's going to know I'm talking about her. But you get the point. Number 3, simple is always better. We talked about that. Number 4, consistent on stories. Guys, don't flood your stories with business, right? You're having some acai, show an acai and ask a question. What's your favorite acai? You're going to the gym, go to the gym, ask a question. What gym workout should I do? Have people engage with you. Remember, when you're in cold marketing phase and you're chatting with people and you're at a grocery store or you're at a mall or you're walking through the street, the objective is not to tell them what you do, it's to get their information. That's it. When I chat with someone, it's how quickly can I get that person comfortable enough with them allowing me to get their Instagram. Because once they follow me on Instagram, they're hooked. Because I know I'm going to be consistent, right? So when I'm traveling or when I'm eating or when I'm at the gym or when I'm doing business calls or when people are taking screenshots of me, I'm reposting it. It's keeping them interested. That girl was not interested from my post. I can guarantee it. My posts aren't that great. I can guarantee she was interested from my stories of people posting about me, people edifying me on posts, me traveling, me always doing things, me always seeming happy. Right? Your stories are your digital business card. Your Instagram, your social media, your LinkedIn, that is your digital business card. It's one of the most important business cards you can ever have. Number 5, saves, comments, and likes. I saw someone asking about the algorithm. Guys, and for those who aren't doing this already, you're silly. Post your freaking social media post in Telegram. Do it. Get it a free 10, 15, 20 likes. One thing I do is I save the like. I save the posts that people post. Why? Because Instagram no longer cares for likes. They care about how many comments you get in the first hour and how many people save that. You can literally go online and buy saves. I used to buy like 200 saves, and it would get me into the 500K plus hashtag ranks. So, like the ones you do, hashtag entrepreneur, 2.8 million tags. I would get into at least the top 12. Because I would buy 200 saves and I would have comments because I had groups where we would share comments with each other. Guys, use the freaking Telegram. Use the Telegram. I promise you, guys, we literally are a community that's literally pushing each other up towards success. We're literally pushing each other to success. We just have to use it. We just have to use it. The moment we realize what Telegram and Discord is the moment that everything will change for you. And then the last thing, number 7, John, right? John just talked about using the video. I barely ever do op calls without someone seeing the videos now. And John just showed how powerful it is. I think it's not only powerful because it allows you to discern and actually become aware of who you want to spend your time on. Because look at this, 2 things. I would much rather send out 200 videos than do 200 hours worth of op calls. Let me tell you why. Because after I do 200 hours worth of op calls, I'm now going to have to do 50 hours worth of closing calls if I have a 25% close rate, right? But if I send out 200 videos and 50 people come back at me and say they're interested, I can guarantee I'm going to have a 100% close rate on those 50 people because now they want information. They want to come to me. I don't have to come to them. Pique the interest, share the plan, get someone on a 3-way call to close. John Cuevas and Brady Granquist are the only people that have plugged Mike in since we've been to Europe. They are the only 2 people that have gotten us on calls. It's wild. And John will tell you, has every single person got started you plugged me in with, John? Is Brady on here? Brady, is every single person that you plugged me in with that got started? Yep. Why? Because I'm living testimony of what we do works, right? Plus I'm a savage, so that also helps, right? Number 2, it shows people how simple it is, right? It shows people how simple it is, right? Oh, awesome, I'm interested. I just watched this video and then I can decide whether I want to do this. If people have to, I got to go download Zoom, I got to schedule the time, I got to meet this random, you're literally training someone on how to build when you're prospecting and presenting. Someone can look back at your Instagram messages and say, damn, that's how they got me? Okay, I can do this too. I promise you people will do that. Some of you can probably look back at messages I've sent you, other people have sent you and said, damn, that was a script, but he got me and I'm so glad he did. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to Sheila and Sheila's interested, I'm like, yeah, Sheila, go ahead and watch this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you like best. And if it's something for you, I'll get on a call and we'll break it down. She's now comfortable. She now knows that she can do that to other people. She now knows that she can do that to other people. Can someone in the leadership chat, Nancy, can you please message Hector and tell him we're going to go 5 minutes over and to start his call 5 minutes late, please? Thank you. Sorry. Y'all already know this shit never ends on time. Hector's in here. Perfect. Okay, someone make an announcement and say we're going to start 5 minutes late. So Nancy, next thing. So yeah, you're literally training them. You're literally showing them, right? Okay, cool. It's not hard. You have friends that are interested, show them the video, right? That's it. Guys, I want to talk about one more thing before I go into this announcements because I've had this conversation 3 times today. I'm about to launch 2 big leaders, and this was the conversation I had with them. I said, is making an extra $2,000 a month in the next 30 days something you would like? And both of them, or all 3 of them, said yes. 2 of them specifically I'm going to focus on. And they're both hustlers, right? One of them is a roofer. He's a roofer salesman, does very, very well with that. He's making 6 figures doing that. One of them is a Lexus car dealer. He's doing extremely well with that. He's making 60, 70K a year doing that. Has other online businesses. He does CBD and water and all that other jazz. And I said, cool. If I show you the blueprint, would you be able to follow it? He said, yes. I said, okay, but if I show you this, you have to go all in. And they said, if it's 2 extra K a month, I'm going all in. I said, dope. I said, you need to find 3 people that think like you. And guys, I'm literally giving you the blueprint. We've had 4 people hit chairman in under 30 days so far in 2020. It's been done. Someone did the 4-minute mile, 60 people did it the next year. So don't say, I've been stuck at P150. I've been stuck at customer. I've been stuck at P600 for 6 months now, for a year now, for 2 years. No, bullshit. You've allowed yourself to be stuck there because you made the decision that you're stuck there. That's the only difference, right? You have to make the decision that you're going to go chairman in 30 days. You're going to hit P1K in 30 days. Let me show you exactly how to do it. We can compound accounts. Why are we not compounding our business, right? So let's say I'm John, right? John is going to find 3 like-minded individuals that want to go all in, right? He's going to find Nancy, right? He's going to find Tyler. He's going to find Andrea, right? So Nancy, Tyler, Andrea, they're in the business. Now, what most people do is they say, cool, I have my 3 people. I'm Gucci. I'm good. Nothing's going on. Absolutely wrong. You must show your 3 people exactly how you got 3 people. So this is how you go P2K in a month. You can do this in less. It's literally in 4 intervals. The first interval is finding your 3. Now show those 3 how you got 3. Do a house event. Plug people into an event. Do an op call, whatever it may be. If you help them find 3 and you find 3 more while they're finding their 3, you now have 12 to 15 people in your business. Interval number 2, your P600. Now let's just say we have 12 people. Let's keep the number simple. Can we show those 12 people each how to find 3 more people? Even if we only show 9, can we show them how to find 3 more people the next 9, right? Interval number 3, we now have 36 people in our business. We are now officially Platinum 1000, right? But what happens next? We show the 36 how to find 3. So we do our whisper campaign, we find our 3. We do our house event, we get to our 12. We do our launch event, we get to our 36. We do our hotel event, we get to 108. You got 108 people in 4 intervals. You literally didn't show anyone how to go chairman. You didn't show them how to hit massive ranks. You showed them how to go P150. But we keep getting stuck on the fact that we don't know how to go and train people to go chairman. You don't need to teach people how to go chairman. You need to teach people how to go P150. Get enough P150s, guess what you are? You're chairman. Get enough P150s, guess what? You hit P600. Generate number one P150s, now you generate P600s. You generating P600s now brings you to P1000. You generating 3 P1000s now brings you to P2K. You guys get what's happening? Generating 3 P2000s gets you to 5K. 2 P5Ks get you to chairman. Do you get what is happening here? Drop a 6 in the chat if you think you can show 3 people how to help 3 people do exactly what you do. That is the skill set you must develop. Can I show 3 people how to obtain 3 people? Congratulations, you're Platinum 600. You know what the craziest part is? They're both from Chicago. You know what the craziest part is? Well, one of them's from Chicago. The other one lives in Arizona. Doesn't matter. You know what the craziest part is? Chicago does 4 events a week. You know what the craziest part is? All you have to do is plug in. Connecticut, plug in. California, plug in. Texas, plug in. Where else? New York, plug in. You just have to plug in. Pique the interest, share the plan, 3-way call. Help 3 people, find 3 people, your P6. Help 12, find 3, your P1. Help those 36, find 3, your P2K. Help those whatever, 108, find 3 people, your P5. Help them duplicate that next group, find 2 more each, your chairman 10. That is exactly how those 4 people went chairman in 30 days. Now, did they come with businesses? Did they come with years of experience? Were they a part of another company? Yes. I'm not going to hide that fact from you. But what I am going to tell you is they didn't say, okay, I came from another company. My whole entire team is going to follow me. This is going to be easy. No, they did an event every single fucking day last month till they hit chairman. They didn't make an excuse. They made the decision that they wanted it bad enough to go chairman. So they did the actions required to do it. Jared talked about this. Take action now. Take action now. Okay, you have a team of 30? You have a team of 30 right now? You want me to show you how to hit P2K literally by Valentine's Day? Get on a 15-minute phone call with all 30 people and say, and game plan their next 3. Game plan the house event. You have your whole 30, they all live in Illinois. You guys realize we have an event on the 8th? Chairman 25 is coming. Platinum 5000, one of the best closers I've ever met, Drew Humphrey. Swear to God, he's a phenomenal presenter. He literally makes me nervous because of damn, how the hell do I top that? And that's coming from me. And I'm pretty damn cocky and confident in my presenting. You get what I'm saying? Right? Connecticut, there's John Guaman's out there. Texas, there's events twice a week. Cali, y'all are saying, there's no excuse. There's literally no freaking excuse. It's just the decision. So that's the last thing I'm going to talk on. That's the last piece of advice, I guess, and wisdom and value I want to provide. I hope that's valuable. Those hit rank this month. I know you were listening. That's the way I'm going to look at this. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. So let's talk about the announcements. Now, we didn't have 50 people on. We had 40. I think we got up to 41. But I'm feeling very generous. And I'm going to talk about these announcements. So I have 4 announcements. Four announcements. Number 1 is who wants London gear? Cody's face almost hit the computer screen. And I need to see a couple more people. I see some cameras moving. I see some things going on here. Guys, I'm super excited about this because the London gear is ready. Some of you who check in periodically on the website, you would have already seen it's been posted, but I've been keeping quiet, not telling y'all shiz. So we got some products here. So I'm going to click on this, qcfxglobal.com. I'm going to go to men just because I'm a dude. They're the same shit, just men, women, whatever. Open this up here. Open this up here. I probably should have this ready for you, but I don't have this ready. QC t-shirt. Here we go. QC hoodie. Here we go. This is what it's going to look like, y'all. Jared literally slayed this shiz. We were able to, what was really nice about this is we were able to find a company. And like I said, guys, we've been working on things. We've been developing things. Drop some fire in the chat if y'all think these are sexy, because it's sexy to me. We've been working on a couple things to make things a little bit more affordable, make things a little bit cheaper, giving people the ability to actually go out and buy the products. I know with London, I know with New York, I know with the Airbnbs, the flights, the food, things get expensive. So we didn't want to make things crazy. We don't really profit heavily off these. Our profit margin is so small. It's literally just enough to pay our website developer and pay Jared every month for what he does for us. And so they got your t-shirt. We have our amazing sweater. I can't wait to buy this sweater. I was literally waiting. I literally have to have someone give me their address and bring it to London for me. I'm copying the sweater right away. It's so beautiful. So go to the website. It's qcfxglobal.com. We're going to be rocking in London with some amazing gear. My computer broke really quick. Hold on, let me get back. It's just not working no more. We're going to have some amazing gear for London. For those who are not going to London, I know Hector already bought a sweater, even though he couldn't go. I love the sweater. It's phenomenal. So just because you're not going doesn't mean you can't buy it. This upcoming Sunday/Monday, you guys will see announcements for the New York gear. So if you really you're tight, I really recommend grabbing the t-shirt for London, grabbing the t-shirt for New York. We're going to be rocking the clothing while we're out there. New York's a one-day event, so it works out perfectly. The Friday we'll most likely wear our London t-shirts, and then the Saturday we'll wear our normal QC stuff, whatever works best. I'm not going to tell you have to wear it, but what I am saying is you probably should. So if you want to look cool, if you don't want to be a square like everyone else, whatever. Now, announcement number 3. So number 1 was London. Number 2 was New York. Really just shout out guys to Jonathan's really involved in this, but most importantly, just Sheila and Jared. These twos are just nonstop, just going ham. We actually have an announcement. I'm not going to show it. I decided I'm going to wait 2 more weeks. I decided to wait 2 more weeks simply because I need to figure some things out. But Sheila, we're still deciding how we're going to do this. We're going to figure it out. It's going to happen. I'm not ready yet, right? I like keeping y'all suspensed and out the loop because it makes you mad at me. Which, and when y'all are mad at me, I'll do shit. So I guess, I'm just keep y'all mad at me. But Sheila put over 25 hours, right? Sheila, was it 30 or 25? 25 hours. 25 hours into the QC animation. And it is probably one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my fucking life. And I've seen it, you haven't. So I get to say that. It is dope. So that's announcement number 3. It's going to be happening very soon. All our videos, our posts, our recordings, content, the back office being developed. We just had a meeting. I guess this is announcement 3.5 or announcement 4 if you want to call it. I guess I have 5. I lied. I saw the back office. Our coder, our developers working on the back office. We should have a fully functional launch, fully functional trading educational platform. I guess trade house course in the back office. It's going to be password coded. It's going to be for active members only. Where it's going to take a couple more weeks, but I've seen it, and that animation is really going to set us apart. Next level. I've seen nothing like this. It's beautiful, and I'm so damn excited for it. So super excited for that. Now, announcement number 5 is Hector still on this call? He still is. Man, I feel so bad. We are starting so late, and I have to leave in like 20 minutes, and I haven't packed yet. So, okay, here we go. Right? What's it called? Announcement number 5. Tomorrow, put this in your calendar. This is going to be massive. I need to find the actual training. Okay. So at 6 a.m. my time, but luckily 11 p.m. Central Time, midnight Eastern Time, Chairman 25, Cash Cartier, is going to be doing a private training for our team. This is team-wide. He wants to get heavily involved, and he asked us if he can do a training for us. I know he's coming out to Chicago on the weekend. We have a massive event with that, but really just wanted to share more value on really just going next level in the business, growing, personally, growing in your self-development, just growing, right? And I don't really have a title for the call yet. We haven't really talked about that, but just know tomorrow is going to require about 2 to 3 notebooks. So go to your local Walmart, right? Go buy a notebook, or if you're bougie, go to your local Target, go buy, a notebook, a couple extra pens, and get ready. I'm super excited for it, guys. So thank you so much for hopping on this call. Remember, just really quick edification to the next call. Hector's organization is one of the fastest growing and I think most consistent trading group in the business. And if you want to learn how to duplicate exactly what they're doing, if you want your customers and your family and your team members to win in trading, if you want your team to actually learn how to decline, if you want your team to actually learn how to properly build, how to, start events, how to do things like that, you're not going to want to miss this call. So hop on the next call. It's going to be posted in the chat. We'll get started in 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys got value from this. I hope you're excited about the announcements. Guys, life is bullish. We are QC. I'll see each and every single one of you at the top.